The blue whale is the largest animal to ever exist on Earth. Weighing over 150 tons, it is massively larger than the biggest dinosaurs. But the blue whale is absolutely not the biggest living thing on this planet. That title actually goes to, well, it depends on what you mean by biggest. If you are measuring by pure towering height, the winner is a tree. Specifically, a coastal redwood tree in California nicknamed Hyperion. At a staggering 115 meters tall, this giant dwarfs almost everything. For context, it is a full 25% taller than the Statue of Liberty. Please get down from there, Jack. That is incredibly unsafe. However, height is just one metric. What if we measure by weight? The prize for the heaviest organism ever found goes to a giant panda in Utah. Just kidding. It goes to a single quaking aspen tree named Pando. Pando weighs an unbelievable 6,000 tons. That is the weight of 40 blue whales combined. But if you visit the Fish Lake National Forest, you will not see a giant tree trunk. Instead, you will just see what looks like a completely normal forest of regular-sized trees. But thanks to genetic testing, scientists discovered a massive secret hiding underground. This entire stand of aspen, covering 106 acres of land, is actually a single living organism. It all grew from one single, lone seed a very long time ago. That single tree was able to spread because its roots sent up shoots that grew into what looked like individual trees. Since all 47,000 trees are technically part of the exact same organism, the forest behaves very unusually. For example, the entire forest transitions simultaneously from winter to spring. It also uses its vast root network to distribute water from trees with plenty to trees in need. But here is where it gets truly terrifying. What if we measure the biggest living thing by sheer, extensive size? For that, we have to travel to Oregon and look at a monster hiding under the soil. It is a very old, terrifying organism, scientifically known as the humongous fungus. This single organism covers a whopping 2,385 acres of a national forest. Above ground, all you see are little bunches of innocent-looking honey mushrooms. But those are just the tiny fruiting bodies. The real monster lives entirely out of sight. Imagine if an apple tree grew completely underground, and only the apples were visible to us on the surface. That is basically what this fungus does, except it doesn't just spread through the soil. It aggressively spreads its mycelia through the roots and bark of trees in the forest. It attacks the trees and steals their nutrients so it can continue spreading outwards. Yes, Jack, an underground, tree-eating monster the size of a city. Because extensive testing is required to confirm these claims, these are just the biggest things we have found so far. There could be even bigger monsters lurking right under our feet, just waiting to be discovered.